Hello everyone, once again. It's been a while, and I'm sorry, but I blew sick. And I mean badly sick. I just couldn't. I couldn't go to work, I couldn't do pretty much anything. What I did do though was I finally received and played through Dark Souls 2. Awesome. What was I supposed to do again? Alright, what did I need? I can't even remember. Another key with simply a blade. I could copy it. I'm great at odd jobs. Where would I get a key? Map.
Why in the Lord's name would I go there?
Oh.
I have no... Why in the... Why...
God damn it.
You ain't from around here. You shouldn't. Ooh, it's so cold.
Carry on. Also, my clock. So.
I have...
Where am I going then? Another key with simply a blade. Look. Whatever it is.
I have nothing to ask.
Yeah, you.
Would you look at that, mister? A unique choice for you.
I have no reason to go that way.
A key. Well, look at that.
This key was left inadvertently. Indeed, there is nothing terribly precious inside. But what a stench. Oh, no. But what a... Ah, how dreadful.
What is the...
Kebabs, the same as Hardiman's. So he prepares his meat here. My word. This bag contains...
Well...
I found it.
There we go. It wasn't that difficult. Here you go.
Have you found it? There you go. I think you'll manage with all of this. I'm sure I will, sir. It won't take me long.
Good.
Say, I think there's some of your business upstairs. Oh, you're right. I ain't had the time to sort it out. Sometimes I'm in such a hurry to prepare my meat that I forget to clean up. But why do it in the stairwell? Offal bleeds bucket loads, they do, as you've seen. Now, why would I do that in my own lodgings? Ah, of course. But what about your poor neighbours? They owe it to me, all the times I've helped them out. And I don't have a shop either.
Okay.
Say, you sell animal meat, isn't that right? Would you know where I could find a dozen small pig's heads? The guy who gets me my offal should have some. I'll pay your day's wages if you meet me at Fletcher's butcher shop in 2 hours with the pig's heads. Here's a little advance. I'll do my best, Doctor.
So you just...
The caretaker of another building told us that the place where your mother lives has a reputation for facilitating prostitutes' activities. Is that true? Sure, the doors are never closed. They come through here like it's Paddington Station. By the way, I heard about your loss. My condolences. Ta, sir. I saw them die slow deaths. My little girl, her face was eaten by the disease. Thank you, my friend, and please forgive me for bringing up such painful memories. Go, I must do my rounds, and I will look for what you've asked for. As for me, I will go and find Holmes, and we will go to the butcher's together. Let's return to Fletcher's butcher shop.
Okay. You could have let me walk too. But no.
Your heads are on the block inside. Say, you wouldn't be the same chap who bought my whole load the other day.
It's possible, but if you want to continue to do business together, you mustn't speak of my presence in the area to anyone.
Don't worry, my lord. I'll be as quiet as a church mouse.
You control Sherlock Holmes. Let's go in.
Holmes, will you explain the reason and rhyme behind this masquerade?
Elementary. We shall conduct an experiment that will allow us to answer a simple question. Does the type of weapon used by the killer correspond to a specific profession?
Well, that's, you know, yeah.
And here are our sow's heads. Congratulations, Watson.
You're welcome, Holmes, but what do you really want to do? Take up a collection?
So,
And here are our sow's heads.
You're welcome, Holmes, but what do you...
ah, there we go.
This wheel is broken and prevents the door. This wheel is broken and... There is nothing further to find in this room, Watson. However, I need some knives.
We need something to...
This wheel is broken and...
But we need
This
to...
wheel is broken and prevents the door
God
from
damn.
sliding.
that thing. Oh,
There, this door is slightly raised. There is nothing further to find in
god
this room.
damn.
This wheel is broken and...
There we go.
Elementary. While I prepare our experiment,
Yeah.
you will find me 2 knives. A small one, somewhat larger than a pocket knife, with a large, sharp blade. We'll need it to separate the bones and to cut through the thick skins. Then find me a long knife that's at least 13 inches long, no shorter, that's sharp and has a thick blade.
Fine, Holmes, but I'd like to tell you about Hardiman. Do you know that he prepares his kebabs himself, and...
That he owns butcher's tools and uses offal? That's obvious, Watson. Pray, take my magnifying glass and my rule and get started, Watson. Find me these 2 knives.
I already forgot. I know that 13-inch one that he needs, and...
With the rule, I must find a...
It's this thing, right?
Size? 13 inches.
Yep. That one, and...
Thanks to the magnifying glass, I can find a small knife that matches Holmes's description.
maybe that one. Yeah, this thing. Here you go, Holmes.
Here are your knives, Holmes.
No, Watson.
Oh. Well,
No, Holmes only...
here.
Here are your knives, Holmes.
No, Watson.
God damn. Maybe it's this one then. I really don't be. Never mind.
Here are your knives, Holmes.
No, Watson.
What? Is this not the right one? Is it this thing?
Size?
No.
11 inches. fragments of cartilage.
Let's take this one, just because it had something. Oh.
Here are the knives you asked for. Be careful, they're awfully sharp. Holmes, I must say that this experiment is making me rather uneasy. Comparing animal heads to these poor women.
You're right, Watson, but this somewhat shocking experiment may help to end this massacre and save other victims, you can be sure of that. Look, these pigs' heads are still bloody, which will suit our experiment perfectly. I have a pocket knife and a scalpel with me. With the 2 knives you just brought me, we have a similar array of weapons as those probably used by the killer. We saw 3 types of throat wounds on the deceased attributed to this man. Those intended to slit the throat, those intended to decapitate, and the more superficial yet mortal wound that led to the death of the unfortunate victim in Dutfield's yard, Miss Stride.
Indeed.
With the help of these 4 knives, we are going to try to recreate these wounds on the pigs' heads and see what we can establish about the weapon or weapons used. We may also be able to rule out Miss Stride as a victim of the killer of the other 3.
Okay, so... how do I...
Let's try to use these weapons on this head to obtain a large deep wound to the throat, like those that were noted on 3 of the 4 victims.
one.
This little knife is very sharp and has a very wide blade.
This, perhaps?
This pocket knife is very sharp, but its blade is too thin.
I think it's that one. I'll still try with this thing though.
Look, Watson, this knife easily penetrates the flesh.
No, it's not this one, definitely
The
not
wound
this
is too shallow.
This thing. Next,
Let's
here.
try to decapitate our victim with these tools, knowing that the killer didn't quite manage to do it.
Charming. This knife with a long blade easily slices the flesh, but look, Watson, this little knife with a wide base can easily slice the vertebrae of our poor
Yeah, I
friend.
thought as much too. You.
Let's see if these knives can inflict a mortal wound in a situation where a single quick blow is given. The scenario in question is that of Dutfield's yard.
You.
This particularly sharp blade can make a deep gash with one quick slice.
There. No?
Let's try to decapitate our victim with these tools, knowing that the killer didn't.
Charming.
The blade of this pocket knife is too thin to reach the vertebrae.
Indeed. So it's this one.
Let's try to use these weapons on this head to obtain a large deep wound to the throat, like...
Let's see.
This pocket knife is very sharp, but its blade is too thin.
Yeah, it has to be this one. Look at the freaking wound.
Look, Watson, this knife easily penetrates the flesh. Let's try to decapitate our victim with these tools.
Charming.
What did this one say?
The blade of this pocket knife is too... Let's see if these knives can inflict a mortal wound in...
Wait, look at that wound. It's not...
In using the cutting edge of this pocket knife's blade, I can scrape the skin.
Let's try that one anyway.
Look, Watson, the blade sinks easily into the flesh. Let's see if these knives can
No,
inflict...
wait. This thing can't do a quick slice, can it?
It cuts through the flesh easily as the blade is so sharp. Let's try to use these weapons on this head to obtain a lot. Let's see if these knives can...
Those two can cause that.
Let's try to decapitate our...
Charming.
I think this is the only one that can, you know, cause decapitation.
Look, Watson, this little knife with a wide base can easily slice the vertebrae of our porcine friend.
No, wait. Didn't manage to. So it has to be this one.
The blade of this pocket knife is...
How do I... How can I please, you know...
Let's see if these knives can inflict a mortal...
One mortal blow.
This particularly sharp blade can make a deep gash with one quick slice.
But it can't really make a big enough, unlike this one.
In using the cutting edge of this pocket knife's blade, I can scrape the skin. Look, Watson, the blade sinks easily.
There we go. Now can I place the...
Let's see if these knives can...
Those things can.
Let's try to use these weapons on this head to obtain... This pocket knife is very sharp, but it's... This little knife is very sharp.
Go. I would like to place the knives in the thing now.
Let's try to decapitate our victim.
Charming.
This knife with a long blade easily slices the flesh.
There.
Let's see if these knives can inflict a mortal... It cuts through the flesh.
What did this thing say?
Look, Watson, the blade sinks... This particularly sharp blade can make a deep gash. Elementary.
Oh, so I need the...
Let's try to decapitate...
Charming.
With a scalpel, the wound... Look, Watson, this little... The blade of this pocket knife... Elementary.
There we go. That was the one that brought me difficulties because I just refused to understand that the decapitation failed.
Let's try to use these weapons on this head to obtain a... This pocket knife is very sharp. Look, Watson, this knife... The wound is too shallow. Elementary.
There we go.
That's it, Watson, the big knife. With respect to the opinion of the medical examiners who noted that a butcher's knife with a long blade would have caused the eviscerations on some of the victims, we can assume, Watson, that he only used this type of weapon as it is capable of inflicting all of the wounds displayed. Furthermore, the Dutfield's Yard murder remains attributable, for the moment, to the Whitechapel killer, if we are able to explain why the murderer used his knife in a different manner. Why not go there now? We will try to reenact the killer's actions that night. Our first objective will be to clarify, one way or another, the statements of Constable Smith, as well as this Hungarian by the name of Schwartz. We must also try to find out more about the International Working Men's Educational Club, underneath which the murder took place, perhaps at the Wasp's Nest.
Yes, let's go to Dutfield's Yard or wherever, but quickly. I am in urgent need of fresh air.
Oh, I am a doctor. I can
Let's go to
spend
the Wasp's
I can
Nest.
spend more time here. This is working men's area. Come on, Watson. Please try. What was that thing?
I have no reason...
What was I supposed to do again? I wasn't paying attention. Dutfield's Yard.
I have no... Nothing... I have no... I have no...
Wait, wrong way. Why am I going here? This isn't the right place. Where was that? The place again. I can't even remember. Oh wait. This is the only place I didn't. Right?
On this poster is written Club for Socialist Jews.
Oh, not you again. Shut up.
I have no reason to go that way.
I am so lost. And I mean, seriously so lost. Where the hell? Where in the name of flying? What is that OU? Put that thing away.
I have nothing to ask.
You don't even have monkey.
Excuse me, my good man.
What? I know you.
Yeah, useless. Is there a place I've missed? Here? Okay, let's go there.
Don't forget that Bluto may still be hiding here. I will try to find out more inside. You, Watson, must intercept the policeman on his rounds. Given the hour and a bit of luck, it will be Smith. Try to get some information from him.
Understood, Holmes.
Let's go in. Oh, hello. But that's enough for today, as the time is up and so forth, so forth. I will see you all hopefully tomorrow, unless I blow sick again or something like that. But until then, until next time, I am FinDragon. Goodbye, everyone.